Yep.
All right, everyone here, we're all good? Good to go? All right, cool. So today we'll be doing our jump X, which we planned about 2 months ago since our last JSOC training. Just trying to keep the activity up for unit partnership events. And we might as well standardize, if not get familiar with, the different jump ordinances of other units. So today we'll just be going through a slight volume and a quick explanation of how we do jumps at gold. I'm not going to dive into rules, SOPs, or anything else like that. I'm just going to give general information. We're going to conduct it, and that will leave room for future conversation if needed on other units and how they do things for leadership afterwards. Not included in today. So it'll be just a kind of like, oh, we're doing this, great, and we'll go on from there. Everyone understand that?
Yep.
Okay. So it'll be 2 jumps today in total. It'll be 1 halo jump and 1 HAHO. The HAHO is not going to be extensively long, but we will conduct an austere landing for exfil on Daisy Crockett, which will be the HAHO on one of the pre-built airfields. But the idea is just to get the mission standpoint across to make sure that our other partner units are aware of how we do it if they attend one of our operations for when they come with us or we go with them. So we can have that as an option in the future. So, okay, we'll start with our simple SOPs that we normally use. Of course, we start with the gear checks, which means you got a mask, oxygen, helmet, long sleeves if needed, and you have your parachute, obviously. We line out in front of the bird. In gold, we have our jump masters. Today's jump master will be MacArthur. Say hi.
Hello.
All right. And they'll conduct operations within the bird to get you onto the ground safely. You'll get a number before you enter the bird. That's pretty standard ARMA-wide, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. When you get into the bird, though, our standard SOP for gold is to join MISC Channel 3. After we hit the green light, or sorry, my bad. After 30 seconds on red light, there should be no talking other than the JM. He'll say standby, and he'll start calling your number once we hit green light. Everyone understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we get towards the ground, obviously we have a pull height. What is the pull height for Daisy Davy today?
That's a good question. It is going to be, as soon as I can find the elevation here, 1040.
All right. So it'll be 1040. Everyone confirms that before they board the bird with their number via the JM and the gear checks. And then when you open your chute, you fall in behind whoever's lower than you. And we usually start to make a box around the LZ to come in at, and we kind of follow each other in a line all down. If you are worried about colliding with another parachute, you wind up off the LZ. It's perfectly fine as long as you're relatively near it. We don't have any issues. Once you're on the ground, in order of jump, meaning 1, 2, 3 jumpers, etc., they will report in on our alternate movement net that we usually use. But for today, we're just going to use 1 net on 6-9 since jumps are the only thing we're doing. And it'll just be 1 on the deck, okay, 2 on the deck, okay, etc. Make sense to everyone?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
If we happen to move into 2 separate chalks, then you'll be given obviously separate sets of numbers. And if your number wasn't called out, don't jump. And don't get in front of the JM and just do what you want. And we should all be fine.
I count 14 jumpers, and we should be able to do it in one big stick.
Good. I'm going to explain the HAHO real quick since we can move on from Halo. We'll be doing both these jumps at night, by the way, because that's how we'll be doing it in operations, 99% most likely. So the austere landings is when we jump a forward team. It could be a team of assaulters with a CCT or merely PJs and CCTs. They'll move in. They'll set up an austere landing zone. It could be a dirt road. It could be a field. It can be a rundown runway that's never been used in like 40 years. If it's there, we'll use it. And we land the forward team. They put panels and aerostrobes for the landing C-130s to come in. And we'll offload vehicles and drive to our objective. We'll offload MH6s and drive to our objective. It just depends on what the mission calls for. And we will exfil via the C-130s after the mission is over from that Austere landing area and take off. So that's what we do for our Austere landings.
1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, go. 8, go. 9, go. 10, go. 11, go. 12, go. 13, go. And see you later, Mitchell.
See you.
Get on this 3 again. Everybody who's jumping. Anybody who wants to run a jump plan in the future, key concept here for laying out the jump plan on the map is 3 seconds between jumpers at a speed of 180 kmh. That is 180 meters between jumpers. Correction, it's 150 meters between jumpers, so it's 50 meters per second. I round up on the higher end of that airspeed range at 200 kmh. It's actually about 55 and a half, about 56 meters per second. I round up to 60 just for safety. So I have 180 meters between jumpers. But it's a real easy bit of math, 60 meters per second, laying out the entire plan. For the HAHO specifically, once you guys jump out of the plane, make sure once you've deployed your canopy, you are just holding W the whole way. Your vertical descent speed is going to be about 10 meters per second. If you're holding W, your speed across the ground should be about 15. So you'll go 50% further laterally than you will vertically if you're holding W under canopy in a steerable chute. Which is important because if you don't do that, 1, you're going to be in the air a lot longer, and 2, you might not make it as far as DZ Crockett. Final reminder on procedure for a HAHO: hop out, wait 2 seconds, get yourself turned north, which is going to be our bearing to the DZ, open your chute, hold W.
That's good.
Green light. 1, go.
1 is out.
2, go.
Sonar.
3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go.
Bobby to go.
7, go. 8, go. 9, go.
Adios.
10, go. 11, go. 12, go.
Once you're on the deck, sound off.
1 on deck. Move to rally point.
Jumper 2 on deck at rally point.
Jumper 3, check in, make sure we know you're alive.
I'm up. I'm still in the air. I'm landing momentarily.
Confirm.
It's 4 at deck on rally point. 5 on deck at rally point.
6 on deck at rally point.
7 on deck at rally point.
8 on deck at rally point. 9 on deck at rally.
10 on deck on rally.
11 on deck at rally.
Alright, 12 on deck at rally.
Overhead. Give me about another 30 seconds here.
Hey, firm. And at this point during the operation, once 13 hits the deck, we change to our operation notes. Alright, once mech hits the dirt, we'll begin our austere landing exercise, where we just get to see 130 in. We'll have you guys go ahead and blink up with your head strobes for those of you that have them. And we'll four-corner the airstrip and give them...
I've got strobes, I can work it.
Okay, go ahead and start doing that then. For the rest of us, we'll be pulling security, quote-unquote, on the airstrip.
13 on the deck.
So jumpers 1 through 6, why don't you go to the the southwest side of the airfield, and then jumpers 7 through the rest come to the opposite on north side.
Roger. Do you want us to switch nets now, or we're just gonna keep this one?
We'll just stay on this. So this would be about what the austere landing strip looks like. It'd be a bit more fleshed out than this, but we link the IR strobes along the supposed runway with the panels and have our teams pull security and wait.
Is about 750 meters. Marked by IR strobes in an eye pattern. Weather clear. We have a slight wind southeast to northwest, maybe 1-2 meters per second. Any situation green. Time on deck minimal. No remarks restrictions.
Net free for traffic, by the way.
Talon, Blackjack, you are clear to land. Might want to slow it down a little bit there, though. Just saying. I don't want a crater on the end of my ALZ. It'll make it hard to get a second bird here. This is my ALZ. Ah, fucking bright lights. Be advised, you do have a taxiway to your right at the end of the strip.
B.
Yes, imagine.
Right, that's it.
Can't confirm
Closes to land.
Congratulations, Hudson. You didn't eat shit that time.
Hey, don't jinx the guy. Come on. Now we're all
Haven't
dead.
lifted off yet.
Did we even get clearance to take off?
Yeah.
We did it. Can we take off?
Yeah.
Now you're still supposed to hold short of the runway. Hold short runway 23.
At least I was the procedure.
Oh yeah, you can see those stripes from a long ways off.